Let's check in with Joel Hawthorne. He's the founder of the Morning Snapshot. Thanks so much for being here, Joel. And what are your thoughts on the stock market?
Thanks for having me, Angie. I think right now I'm watching very closely if we can get back to the all-time highs in the S&P. As you know, futures trade overnight. So I think the action in the futures is really going to dictate if we can go back to those all-time levels in the E-mini futures. And to offset that at the opening bell, I think we have to keep our eyes closely glued on what's happening in the SPDR. If the SPDR can trade above 470, I think the bulls will continue to extend to higher highs, and that's what I'll be looking for. Also, keeping my eyes on the VIX. The VIX is also trading very closely, right around that 17-ish price level. So I think I'll be watching that as well.
What's your trade of the day?
Right now, I have to say that I'm watching General Motors. As we know, we saw some of the huge moves taking place in some of the other EV names, such as Lucid and Tesla. We know the weeks that they've had the prior weeks ago. But right now, I think General Motors is the sleeping giant. I think right now, trading right around 63 and change. General Motors definitely can, I think, extend higher. I think Wedbush just put out some positive news on a reevaluation of the stock. Because of that, I want to be bullish General Motors heading into the new year. I'm actually going to be buying some calls, the 60 calls. They're priced out at about $5.95 or so. They expire mid-January, January 21st. But the thing that really catches my attention the most is the open interest at those 60s. 27,000 of open interest is sitting right at those 60 calls, only second to the 65 calls that expire the same month. So I'm definitely looking for some opportunity there. I think the 52-week high is right around 64 and change. So that gives me just making a higher high between now and mid-January and making a new all-time high, if you would, or so in General Motors.
Joel, I love that you picked an old school name because we are talking new school electric cars on the show today. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Angie. Always a pleasure.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.